schoolboy when he heard his first Beatles song. Love me do, I think it was the flare, it didn't take him long. He got himself a guitar, used to play every night. Now he's in a rock and roll outfit and everything's alright. Don't you know? Johnny told his mama, hey mama, I'm going away. I'm gonna hit the big time, I'm gonna be a big star someday. Yeah. Mama came to the door with a teardrop in her eye. Johnny said, don't cry mama, smile and wave goodbye. Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know that you are a shooting star? And all of you just as wrong as long as you are. Johnny made a record, it went straight up to #1. Suddenly everyone loved to hear him sing the song. Watching the world go by, surprising it goes so fast. Johnny looked around him and said, well, I made the big time at last. Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know?
Nice show, guys.
Woo!
And girls.
All right. Awesome night.
All right, so let's get this bird up in the air. We gotta be in Texas in the morning.
Sorry, sir, I don't have clearance to take off.
Why not?
The Canestown Parish Sheriff's Department said that this plane needs to remain grounded until they arrive.
Who got fire?
Well, what are they gonna do? Escort us down the runway? We need to get this plane up now.
Look,
Excellent.
I don't have clearance to take off, okay? I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to wait.
You're the man,
Sir,
bro.
we don't have time for this. Either you get this plane up now, or I'm gonna find another pilot who will.
All right, boys. Get ready for takeoff.
Johnny died one night, he died in his bed. A bottle of whiskey, sleeping tablets by his head. And Johnny's life passed him by like a warm summer day.
21.
When you can still hear it play.
423.
Yes, 4, I'll get a 28 from my truck when you're ready.
That you are a shooting star. Don't you know? Oh, don't you know?
Turn down your radio. License and insurance, please. You know why I pulled you over?
No, sir, I wasn't speeding, was I?
You had your cell phone in your hand while you were driving. That's against the law in this parish. I see you from Nolans. Where you headed?
Canestown, sir.
Keep your phone put away. And don't go getting yourself into any trouble. In Canestown. They're a tight-knit community and they don't take kindly to outsiders. You hear me?
Yes, sir. I won't be causing no trouble.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, sir. You mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
You needing a haircut, young man?
I was just wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Are you needing a haircut, young man?
What the heck? Sure, I can use a haircut.
Come on, take a seat.
Just give it a light trim. You ever heard of Johnny Starr?
Yeah, heard of Johnny Starr. He was pretty big back in the 70s. What do you want to know?
Well, my name's Jason Hart. I'm a reporter for the New Orleans Herald, and I'm writing a story on the late Johnny Starr. Trying to find out some information since this is the last town he played at before he died. Trying to find out about the untold stories, the rumors. You know, the kind of stuff people don't talk about publicly.
Sheriff Johnson was in here, and he was talking about running for governor. Now, the sheriff knew he needed to make a name for himself. He needed some headlines. Rumor has it he was out to bust Johnny Starr on marijuana possession. He could just see the headlines. Sheriff Joe Johnson, bust rock star, Johnny Starr. Next thing you know, the plane carrying Johnny and his band went up in flames as they were leaving town after their concert.
According to the old newspaper articles I found, the official report was pilot error was the cause of the crash.
I don't believe everything you read in the papers. Right after the plane crash, District Attorney Jack Hawkins started investigating Sheriff Johnson. District Attorney Hawkins wanted to indict Sheriff Johnson on manslaughter, illegal detainment, corruption, and there were a number of other charges as well.
Can I ask how you know all that?
We're done here. That's going to be $15, young man. Here you go.
Keep the change and thanks for the info.
Thank you, sir. Hey, here in Canestown, we tend to leave the past in the past. You enjoy your stay here, Jason Hart.
Hi. What can I get you to drink, hon?
I'll just have a coffee, black, please.
You got it. Here you are, sweetie pie. Now, do you plan on ordering something to eat today?
Is that lady over there okay?
That's just Nancy Landry. She always comes in here with her Johnny Starr rocket leather bracelet, sits in the back sobbing.
Wait, did you say Johnny Starr isn't a rock legend Johnny Starr who died in a plane crash?
That's the one.
Nancy?
Yes.
Sorry, I don't mean to bother you, ma'am. I'm a reporter for the New Orleans Herald. The waitress said you had a bracelet that belongs to Johnny Starr.
Yes.
I was 18 and saw him live in concert. He looked right at me and threw me his leather bracelet.
You mind if I look at it and record our conversation?
Not at all. I was so excited. I was getting ready for the concert. I was so in love with Johnny. Daddy didn't want me going to the concert that day. But I snuck out of the house with my girlfriends and went anyway.
Why didn't your father want you going to the concert that day?
Daddy said something about he didn't want me getting all caught up in anything. I heard him on the phone telling somebody that Sheriff Johnson was out to get Johnny.
Why would your father think that Sheriff Johnson was out to get Johnny?
Well, Daddy was one of Sheriff Johnson's deputies, Deputy Landry. I heard him telling someone that the sheriff was going to make sure that Johnny's plane didn't take off.
Any idea who he was talking to on the phone or what he meant by plane not taking off?
I'm not sure who he was talking to, but I heard him tell them to make sure and take all the fuel out of the plane when the van left the airport.
So let me get this straight. You overheard your father talking to somebody on the phone about Sheriff Johnson. They were to take all the fuel out of the plane and the plane was not to leave the airport?
Yeah. He was saying something about how Johnny's arrest for drugs would kickstart Sheriff Johnson's campaign for governor.
What? Are you kidding me? What? You didn't think any of that sounded suspicious and you might want to report it to somebody.
Well, why would I? If Johnny was here in jail, I could go visit him anytime I wanted to. We were destined to be together, you know. I was gonna have his baby.
Thanks for your time. I gotta get going.
Do you know what happened to Johnny? When he left, I never heard from him again.
Story about Johnny Starr. Do you mind if I record our conversation?
No, that's fine. Go ahead. Well, I was working here, there at the hangar, on the day that he arrived here. I can't really say I was doing much work, but I was the aircraft mechanic there. You know, I worked on the crop dusters. But you know, it was really nice to see his fancy airplane cover in there and fly in there. That was really great. But I tell you, I've been retired now a few years, so.
Well, hopefully retirement is treating you well. Can you remember seeing or hearing anything that day that seemed out of place?
Well, most people around here don't even talk about it anymore. They just kind of buried it in the past, you know. I don't even remember the last time anyone ever brought it up to me.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to bring up the past. It's just I'm writing a story about the late Johnny Starr since this was the last time he played that before he died. After looking things up, something just doesn't add up. It's as if something was missing. Can you remember anything that seemed out of place?
Okay, well, after the plane landed and the band took off, I was sitting out there eating my lunch, just taking in a little sun. And the next thing I knew, Sheriff Johnson's deputies were pulling up. Now, one of them got out the car and was yelling at me to tell me to go back inside and ordering me not to come out until they told me to.
Do you happen to remember any of the deputies' names?
I believe it was Landry. So a few minutes after that, I went to look out the window, the office window, and I could see the deputies taking out these big plastic bags out of their car and putting in bundles on the aircraft. Now, I also saw a hose coming from the plane. Now, I thought that to be pretty odd because Daryl normally refuels the airplanes. So, after they left, I came back to work and I was ready to leave for the day, and the band drove up and quickly got on the plane and took off. Next thing I know, I hear a big bang and saw a ball of fire a few hundred yards away.
Did anyone ever question you or interview you about what you had seen that day?
Well, the same deputies came back and they spoke to me. They asked me what did I see. After they questioned me, they told me not to say nothing to no one about what had happened because there was an ongoing investigation. Young man, I'm here to tell you, when you're a black man in the South and a police officer tells you not to say nothing, well, you pretty much keep your mouth shut around here.
So just to be clear, you never mentioned any of this to anyone, not even your wife?
Nope. No one. Well, not until right now.
What about DA Jack Hawkins? Any idea who might have killed him or set his house on fire?
Don't know too much about that. But it really was a shame what happened to him. So a few minutes after that, I went to look out the window, the office window. Big plastic bags out of their car and putting in bundles on the aircraft. Now, I also saw a hose coming from the plane. Now, I thought that to be...
Good evening. I'm going to need you to step out of the vehicle.
Did I do something wrong, officer?
Step to the rear of the vehicle. Put your hands on the trunk, please. Turn around.
You want to tell me what's going on?
Didn't I tell you to keep that phone put away?
Johnson? Any relation to former Sheriff Johnson from back in the 70s?
Yeah, it's my grandfather. And I'll ask the questions here.
Officer, I'm not sure what's going on, but whatever it is, I'm sure I can explain.
Shut up! Don't speak unless you're asked to speak. Understand? Meet my grandfather.
Some things better being buried in the past. Why are you so interested in something that happened over 40 years ago?
I had no idea you were even still alive.
What's your interest in the story you're digging now? Won't you just leave the past in the past?
D.A. Jack Hawkins? It's my grandfather. He was murdered 43 years ago and his house set on fire, burning his body to charred ash. I promised my father before he passed away that I would find my grandfather's murderer. I'm sure you know all about that, don't you?
Unless you're looking for trouble.
I know you know who it was. I know you know who is responsible. You can either come clean, or I could move forward publishing my story in the paper.
Let it go.
Down around the middle of Louisiana, in the middle of the swamp is where he made his stand. Said he'd throw us to the gators or a duly elected southern judge. It all got started, it was just our luck, when the sheriff said he caught us smoking righteous stuff. We tried to reason with him, but old boy wouldn't budge. He's just a small town sheriff, thinks he's on the move. Gonna get him some notice down in Baton Rouge. He'll write himself a ticket, gonna stop the show. He wants to catch the eye of the governor. He'll throw a star in the slammer then and lock the door, no looking back again. Gonna make a falling star no matter what he has to do. Well, listen here, mister, we ain't got time. We got another show to do on down the line. Gotta get out of here before we see your flashing lights.